Some people might think I'm a little crazy, especially the FJ60 supporters. Love their 2Fs, love the reliability, but one thing I know, they all don't like the fuel economy. Me neither. I was getting probably 20 litres to the 100 kilometres. It was just too hard to drive. Fun car, but expensive to drive. So off I went, found myself a good FJ60, a good body. Got it off my son actually. It was 197,000 Ks on it. Really good body. Couple of spots of rust. Didn't have much problem getting rid of that. Engine was in pretty good nick, ran okay. Managed to sell that too, because I knew I was going to change that motor. Anyway, what am I going to put in it? M57n. Why the M57n? I've done a bit of reviews of different performance specs of different motors and economy, and different people had different ideas. A lot of people on the Merc side were saying M606, and yet those crazy Romanians with their M57Ns doing wheel stands and missing patrols, they sounded pretty good too. So there it is, an M57N. Sweet looking motor when it's in that condition. Nice picture on the internet. Next minute you go and find yourself an old X5 E83 and there it is. Got to get that thing out yourself, clean it all up. It looked good to me in the car though. It ran okay in the car too even. Ducked down to Redbeard Fad, something to park, and there it is, ready to go. Chuck it on the back of the trailer and drive away. Once we got it home, my son and I were straight into it. Started tearing it down, cleaning it, sniffer brake clean in the air. It was great. Something new for us both to touch. He's a diesel mechanic, just about to finish his apprenticeship, so keen as mustard to get involved. Stripped it all down, started pulling things apart, ordering things off eBay, finding out M57 stuff's really dear, finding out everyone's had a different go at how to wire things up. That was interesting too. Anyway, on with it. You find when you're putting these together, there's not a lot of info on how to chop things up. So you look at a lot of pictures and you work it out for yourself. Trimming the rocker cover is one of those things. You can sort of work it out from the pictures. And then once you finish the rocker cover, it's onto the sump. Sump's not too hard, just got to make sure you don't take too much out. Leave about 5 mil of fat on those edges. Anything closer than that, you hear a lot of people who have rubbed through or ground through and have nothing but trouble because this stuff doesn't weld too well. Pretty much a muck aluminium die cast. If you cut it through, just get another one. They're not real hard to get, but you've got to get rid of that lump, especially if you're putting into a Nissan. It bumps into your diff. Anyway, got it all out, cleaned it all up. Pretty happy with the result. I left a bit more fat on than a lot of people do, but who's going to get under there and have a look? Actually, probably everyone. Everyone climbs under and looks at this bloody thing. Better hang on to these bits just in case you want to put it back into an X5, eh? Onto the wiring. Don't really want to go too much into the wiring. It's a little bit personal depending on what model you've got, what bus you're using, automatics, manuals, what sort of fuel pumps you're going to run, what sort of gauges you're going to run. It's just, yeah, a lot of research for you to do there. Spend some time on the internet. Label everything when you take it out. Try to get as much of the car, original E83 or whatever you're using as possible in the wiring department. Talk to some people, a lot of people will help you out. And yeah, don't be afraid to jump on the internet and start entering information and find out exactly what you do the first time, because this stuff's hard to rejoin if you make a mistake. So get it right. Do it once, get it right. Pulling the motor out. Sort of fun, little cathartic, getting rid of the old, putting in the new. Not too hard to do with Land Cruisers, they really seem to make it easy to pull the motors out. Strange, eh? Okay, I know. Fuel pump, fuel filter back to front. I've been told. Don't put them this way. Fuel filter goes after the fuel pump. Meanwhile, in the background, adapter plate. Boom. Chop, chop, grind, grind. It's on its way. Won't be long. That anodised orange piece you can see there's another red beard fab bit. Puts an oil cooler separate to the block. Bloody nice piece of kit. Managed to keep all the gauges of the FJ60 intact. Every one of them still works. One step involved putting the original Toyota sender unit into the block. I found this was the best spot. A little bit about the adapter. A mate of mine in the UK, Alex, he made this first sample that I saw ever. I think he might have the first one that was done, and that makes this one probably the second. So there's not a lot of info on fitting a H55 to a BMW M57. But this is the first chop we had in Brisbane with Red Beard Fabrication. Turned out pretty good, but there has been a few small changes since then. So if you want to get one of these adapters made up, contact Red Beard Fab in Sumner Park. He's got all the info for what has to happen to get these to fit just right now. A few of the small changes, nothing huge. Centers are all perfect. It drives beautifully. But just be aware that there's been a couple of changes since this, so if you're doing it by looking at pictures, maybe give them a call just to make sure. 200,000. Let's just have a little bit of this. There we go, you beauty. $200,000. Well, that's it, we're done. I hope you enjoyed some of the pictures and how I've done it. I'm sure there's loads of other ways to do it, but this is the way that I did it and seems to work pretty good. Happy with the economy. I'm getting 9 litres per 100 kilometres now. That's a massive difference. Would I do it again? Sure would. Quite an easy swap, really. I've put a few engines into other cars and they'd be more difficult than this. This one hardly fought me at all. Anyway, see you later.